YouTube, what's going on? Welcome back. Welcome back to the channel, lads. We're doing a video little bit different than anything I've done before. This, for once, is not a request from you guys. It is actually a request specifically from another YouTuber in this particular field, I suppose you could call it. I'm assuming some of you guys may know Metal Burb. He's another YouTuber who reacts to tracks similar to me. I see he has a lot of the bands that I've covered. He's also covered them as well. So I've also watched a few of his videos with himself and his girlfriend as well, and he seems like a cool guy. Basically, he reached out to me on Instagram recently. We haven't been in touch before. Obviously, I've seen his videos. I'm sure he's seen some of my videos as well. And he reached out, and I suppose it's probably just easier to read out the message that he sent me. So he said, "Hey man, so lately I've been watching your Sleep Token videos, and I agree that there's something very special to metal. Absolutely love that band, man. I wanted to hit you up to share with you a song that's truly amazing. I would even call it a masterpiece and think you would like it. You're only the second person I asked to check it out because I truly think you'd love it. It's an 11-minute prog epic where the vocals are kind of similar to Vessel, who is, as some of you guys some of you guys may know, is the name that the lead singer of Sleep Token goes by. It's going to be my song of the year, no doubt. I think your audience would dig it too." Okay, so I get a lot of requests in this channel, but I figured it's almost somewhat of a collab, and I use this as an opportunity to also reach out to Metal Burb and make sure that he checks out a track of my request. So guys, go over and check out his channel. He's going to be doing, well, I've asked him to do it and he said he would, so I'm holding him to it now. Porcupine Tree, Anesthetize. I kind of left it up to him whether or not he does the live version or the original, but I did say that he might as well do the live version because it's just as good and you get to see them, you know, in the flesh doing their thing. So yeah, I'm assuming my video will probably go out first. This isn't like an official collab or anything like this. It wasn't like planned where, like, you know, hey, let's do a collab, you do this, I'll do this. It was just like, hey, listen to this. And then I said, you know what, since we're doing requests, I want you to check out one of my favorite tracks of all time, Porcupine Tree and Anesthetize. So make sure that if Metal Burb does it, go on over, show support in his video, go sub to him, obviously sub to myself as well, that goes without saying. And yeah guys, without any further ado, we're just going to sit back, headphones on with me, and let's enjoy this one. Also guys, you know how we do it here. It's going to be completely honest. I don't care who's recommended this. If it's one of you guys, if it's another YouTuber, I'm just going to be honest. Let's sit back and enjoy it though. Hopefully. Jeez, it's like the fucking intro to a movie. Well, they've really gone out of their way to go all in with the production value already on the video alone.
Take 1 second to look. Be afraid of what we took. See the light inside. Hurry yourself, confide. A life worth living.
It's like Mark Zuckerberg. look like a bunch of music nerds. Whatever about stereotypes, I know I'm completely stereotyping like these genres, metal genre, prog rock, but these lot look like they created this in a lab somewhere, like really technical shit. Definitely hear the Vessel comparisons already, and a little bit of Dream Theater in some of the riffs, but yes, right up my street. Melbourne, we got it spot on, but we'll continue on. We're only 2 minutes in, let's go. Piano and all as well. Crazy. Wow, man. Getting emotional. I don't think I've ever heard a piano implemented into prog rock. I know like there's keyboards and, but this is like full on piano riffs. Let's go. A little bit like Polyphia as well, and so when I'm little that just came out of left field. And the piano leaking in as well, that's crazy. That was one of the cleanest sounding snares I've ever heard. Da, 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 da. Fuck. Whoa. These are like a new age Dream Theater. That's what they remind me of. It's like Dream Theater, Gojira, Sleep Token, all just like fused into one. Tell you one thing, the additional effort put into music videos, production wise, makes a huge difference. Especially if you're an up and coming band, it's so much easier to like get involved in the music when the video looks good.
Holding stories away.
There's like so many chapters as well to this track.
Songs that we can make breathe together in harmony. That's how it was when we were meant to be. Persistent thoughts that tribute to passion from you. Passion from you. Passion from you. There goes my eyes. There won't be a place without sun, with a wind heart to run. There goes my eyes. Second just to see, freeing these memories, buried yourself confined. Our spirit has endured this pain for far too long. No accomplishments that signify the end. Shaken and mistaken times. Play on thoughts, leave this tame society. But who are we to judge? Build this up with hands of steel. Bring me back to
That piano is huge for differentiating these guys. The closest thing I recall to seeing something like this is probably Liquid Tension Experiment, but or Dream Theater, or a little bit purely just because of the keyboard and the piano. I know their piano in this more traditional piano, whereas I know a lot of prog rock bands, well not a lot, but the ones that I have seen that have gone anywhere in and around the keyboard or piano realm, it has been like a more electronic keyboard that they've been using, whereas this has a lot of elements blended through the background with the lead singer, who does, I suppose I get the comparison to Vessel from Sleep Token, but I think his vocals sound a little less dramatized, if that's a word. I know some people critique Sleep Token for saying that Vessel, he's so dramatic with his delivery, whereas people say like obviously he has an amazing voice, but he doesn't need to be so dramatic. I personally love that. It's like so melodramatic when he sings that it just brings so much more to the track, whereas this guy, I think it sounds a little more poppy than what we hear from Sleep Token, but it's less forced in a way, if that makes sense, because that is one thing that I took from Sleep Token, is that after listening to it a few times, it does sound like he's almost slightly overdoing it with the vocals, just like how dramatic they are, which I don't think is the worst thing in the world, but it's just one thing if you are going to critique bands like Sleep Token. I think Sleep Token, like I've said multiple times, are absolutely incredible, but these guys, the piano mixed with his vocals, completely different to anything I've heard. Clean vocals in any sort of metal, whether it be prog rock, metalcore, or whatever it is, I'm a sucker for clean vocals. And that pianist looks like he should be in a fucking lab somewhere developing a new software. They're all like proper unassuming. When you look at them, you're like, ah, yeah, there's no way they're in like a really talented band. But just goes to show, it's not all about looks. The drummer as well, I didn't even give him enough credit. He went off this track as well. Download our new EP. That was very good production in that as well. From audio quality to video production, crazy. So first and foremost, guys, if you have been introduced to this band, Aviations, that track was called Outliers. Let me know in the comments if this is the first time you've heard them. I'd be very interested, because it's always nice to know sometimes that you may have put people onto another band. I did find that with Sleep Token, going back to them, that a lot of people hadn't heard them before, and then they watched one of my videos and then they've went on to find what has become one of their favorite bands. So hearing that kind of feedback is always one of the best forms of feedback I think you can get as a reactor on YouTube, because, you know, not only are you creating videos for people to enjoy, you're also putting people onto bands that they potentially could have never found before. So that's always unbelievable to be able to do. I feel like I've broken down throughout the video what I think of these guys. Obviously it goes without saying from my reaction alone and the thoughts throughout, the little comments here and there. I really like these guys. It's crazy that they've only got like 18,000 views in this video in 2 weeks. Definitely seems like a good foundation, but I don't know much about these guys to even say like, oh, they've been out for years. They could potentially only be a new enough band, but I'm assuming if you guys are already a fan of them and you've been sent on to watch this video, do let me know a little bit of a background on these guys. Obviously I'll speak to Metal Burb after this and give them my thoughts. You'll see the video as well, but guys, also go check out Metal Burb's channel, like I did say. I'm assuming there's probably a bit of a crossover between my own audience and his audience as well, so if you are subbed to both channels, then obviously show both videos love. I'm assuming he's going to go ahead and do the Anesthetize video from Porcupine Tree, so obviously go show love on that video as well, guys. Show love on this video if you did enjoy. Make sure you sub to the channel, make sure you go over and sub to Metal Burb as well, guys. And as always, I'm signing out. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.